Hey, Tonya.
What's up, John?
I tell you what's up. We just got back from an awesome trip to Alaska, and we're going to tell you all about it. The good, the bad, and a couple snafus. Stay tuned. Okay, so, ready?
Was that our intermission?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we flew into Seattle the day before because there's a 3-hour time difference from Michigan to the Pacific Coast, Seattle. And we stayed at the Doubletree off of South Center because there's two different ones. And because, well, it was so funny when we got there and the Doubletree guy goes, I guarantee if you're on Princess, you're coming to this Doubletree. Remember that?
Yeah, and it wasn't. It was
Right.
South Center.
South
But
Center.
he only likes going there because they give you warm chocolate chip cookies.
And they're so good. Oh, they're so good. Well, it was a nice little surprise because it was a very nice neighborhood. There was a lot of stuff by it as in restaurants.
Yeah, I mean, we needed a couple items, and Target was right around the block.
Literally right behind
Yeah,
it.
restaurants, steakhouses, Olive Garden.
Oh, Chipotle?
There's a mall. No, not Chipotle. You called it something else.
yeah.
But anyway, but there's a mall there. Just a lot of things to do, and
Right.
it's a safe area.
Right.
To be around.
And it's not too bad on price. It's basically they do have a shuttle from the airport to the hotel, and you can get Lyft or Uber. We took Lyft to the pier to get on the ship. That leads me to my next statement: embarkation.
Embarkation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Embarkation is not like the Caribbean.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It wasn't terrible, but it was very unorganized.
The Holland America was in, and Discovery Princess.
And they just had everybody together. They didn't separate the two.
Well, they had the lines like this coming in, then you split off in the
But
terminal.
then you come back up a line.
Right, and they weren't the.
Which would have been fine, but there was nobody there to take your luggage.
Not until you got up to the front.
You had to literally pull your luggage all the
Yeah.
way through the lines with you, unlike other cruise ports where you can walk right up, drop off your luggage, and then go get in line.
And I'm going to sound like a cruise snob. I'm platinum. I know people are going to laugh. Who knows me? I'm princess. There's a reason why platinum, diamond, and sweet guests get preferred embarkation.
Well, we didn't get preferred.
And there was no
We were linked
right.
in with everybody else,
Right.
which is fine. I mean, we're no better than anybody else. But
Well, when it comes to
pay
luggage,
for that many cruises,
right.
you go on that many trips, you're supposed to get a little better treatment. But yeah, I mean, they weren't. It's okay.
So
I mean,
that was-
we got on.
that was the only snafu. So once you got into the terminal, it went smooth. It went very smooth. And then we got on the ship. I'm sorry.
He still has this dry cough.
Yeah. We got on the ship. Beautiful ship. Beautiful
Oh yeah,
ship.
yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful, wonderful staff.
We walked around a little bit, then we went to our room.
Yes. Our
So-
room was absolutely amazing. It's not one we normally get.
No.
But we did get the Penthouse Suite, which was
I
something-
bid on it.
Yeah.
I put a low bid on it.
Yeah.
I really wanted a mini suite. I thought I was going to get that.
So he bid on the mini suite and the Penthouse Suite, very little on the Penthouse Suite. And surprise,
We got
surprise, we got the Penthouse. So it was our first time really living it up.
Yeah.
We enjoyed that because the special treatment you got in the concierge room and all that.
So I'm going to say
amazing.
this. There's cruising. Then there's upscale cruising.
With the concierge.
concierge.
You really do get treated like high class.
Yes.
Not that you don't when we're just in a balcony, because
But it's a different level.
And you know what though, we still love our balcony suite, our balcony rooms, and
It was a nice change. It was a nice atmosphere. It was nice to see what concierge had to offer.
Yeah, it was nice to just have that to throw in the video.
Right.
But
one thing I do like about the concierge was close to our room, so that was nice. You have to have a special key to get into concierge. Not everyone can go into concierge.
Yeah, you use your key card to get in. It's the only way you can get in. But they do. We had the drink package, but they do, and we didn't know this till we got on. You can go there anytime, get pop all day long, 24 hours, 7 days a week.
That's what I liked about it, because there's a couple times 11 o'clock at night.
Drinks, anything you want.
Yeah.
They always had food in there, snacks, seafood, you name it, it was there.
And here's another thing.
But let's not drag too on about this.
Right. So
we got a lot to talk about.
Since we're suite guests, we got the Crown Grill free on your first night.
For the first night dinner. But we're skipping over the embarkation sail away.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's your forte.
Yeah, the sail away.
Yeah.
You know what? There's all cruise lines, and we love to cruise on any ship. We don't care. But in comparison to the Celebrity Cruise Line, Carnival and Princess, thumbs up to your sail away parties.
Yeah, you can tell they took time and rehearsed. And
it was something to see. It wasn't just a band playing in the corner.
No.
Celebrity just needs to step it up on their sail away parties.
Right.
But other than that, Celebrity's great too.
Right. Embarkation went very smooth. The you like the party? What, the deck party?
The sail away.
Sail away
it's
party.
not really called a party. It's called a sail away.
A sail away.
And they just have like the dancers out. It's really nice.
The DJ.
It's kind of upbeat. Yeah,
Right.
a little.
And the cruise director was there.
Yeah, and you can see
He
that.
was really upbeat.
Yeah,
the cruise
you
director.
can see. Yeah, he was funny in some of the game things he did. So.
Then that leads me
to the steakhouse.
Yes, we since we're a suite guest, they did comp us on the first night for the Crown Grill Steakhouse. Steak, as always, flame me on, phenomenal, good eats.
Yeah.
No bad talk about the steakhouse this time.
Yeah, nothing bad about the steakhouse.
So that was on our first night. Then we had a day at sea, so we got to know the ship a little bit. Went around, bought our little goodies, what we wanted. Got to meet some people in the concierge. What else? What else can you say? Anything else?
About the first, we kind of
First
just
sea day.
took it easy, unpacked a lot of our stuff.
Right.
And got to know the ship a little bit more.
I got to know the ship. I
The
think
first sea day was fine.
Yeah,
it
it
was the
wasn't-
second sea day, which we'll go
on the way back.
Yeah, that was a little rocky.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed when we woke up on Monday morning and we went out to the balcony, I looked outside. There's snow on the mountains.
Snow, and it was like daylight
Yeah.
by 4 a.m.
Once you get into Alaska,
Yeah.
the sun doesn't set to 10 p.m.
Well, certain times of the year.
Right.
But the time we went, it was daylight. So thank God for the room darkening.
Right.
Curtains in our suite.
Right, because the first night we left the crack open, and that sun came blaring in at 4
We
a.m.
thought it was like 6 or 7 in the morning, but
4 a.m.
it's 4 a.m. and it's daylight. But yeah.
Yeah, so our first stop was Ketchikan.
Oh, let me tell you, Ketchikan, I absolutely loved. I'm sorry, he's going to do this for the whole video.
I'm sorry.
Ketchikan, we loved Ketchikan. The shopping there, out of all the ports we went to in Alaska, best deals.
Yes.
The clothing made great, best prices on the clothing. I mean, you could shop for your whole family and bring something home and get yourself something.
And that was a major surprise.
Everybody is so friendly in all the ports. Alaska, everybody was so friendly.
Very friendly.
It sounded like, I was going to say, the axe, what was it called?
The Great American log rolling, axe throwing, whatever.
We didn't book that. We booked just a little bus tour through,
And that was a last minute thing,
Ketchikan.
too.
Yeah, we didn't book that through the cruise. We just saw a place and did it. But that axe thing that they had going on, it sounded like they were having a good time. So probably when we go to Ketchikan again, we might try to hit that up, because we did hear from a couple people that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we will.
So yeah, but you could hear it outside. But there was a lot of little shops from everything. They had with all like little hand carved wood totem poles and different things.
What I liked about Ketchikan, two things. Well, one, I was really surprised. I was really surprised on the prices because I was told that Alaska is very expensive.
I found it more expensive in the Caribbean.
Yeah, some items, yes.
The last couple cruises.
Yeah.
Because years ago, the Caribbean, you could get good deals.
Right.
Now they've raised all their prices.
Yeah.
But who knows?
So I was quite pleased. I love not being hounded.
Yep.
You know, buy this, buy this, buy this. The prices was great. The people were very nice. And it's very, very clean.
Yes. And
Very
I was
clean.
very happy with the weather, which is
Yeah.
out of the control of Ketchikan, because they say you never get 2 days in a row without rain.
Right.
And the 3 days in a row, we had no rain in
60s,
Alaska.
no
Yeah.
rain, sunny.
So it was great. We,
Right.
we really just wore like our shirt or a real thin jacket.
Yeah, hoodie.
So, yeah.
Then we got back on the boat, and we went the next day to Juneau.
Yes.
Juneau is the capital of Alaska. And like the bus driver said, and it's true, the capital is ranked 49th out of 50th for being one of the ugliest. I didn't say that. The locals said that. But we had an awesome excursion.
Yes. He was very well to be able to talk to us about the town and different things. So we enjoyed that. And
How'd you like the chopper?
I loved it. I was so worried. He was worried that because I have this little fear of flying. I get a little, just even in a regular plane, I don't like to fly. But I sucked it up and I went on this chopper, nervous as I'll get up, walk into the chopper. But once I was on it and it lifted off the ground, like everything, I want to go again.
I know you do.
I want to go again.
So
it was amazing if you get a chance to watch our video.
I was trying to prep her because I was in the Army and I've been on Hueys and Blackhawks.
I will put the link up here.
Up there?
No, it'll be in this corner.
That corner? Okay. So when I was in the Army, I was able to fly on a Huey and also a Blackhawk. And they just take off. And you feel a little pit in your stomach. And it's like a roller coaster, And I was trying to tell Tonya, when you first take off, you might feel a little pit in your stomach. But this pilot, he was awesome. He was nice and smooth taking off. Make me a liar.
Yeah, but the sights, I don't know. I would do it again.
Yeah. Phenomenal. Once in a lifetime experience, especially.
It's a little pricey.
It is.
I wouldn't even give the price because they change it from one cruise to the next.
It's in the 300s per person.
Yes, but it was an opportunity of a lifetime. We got to film it. We got to do it.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
You can't even describe the views. Even the video. Just to see them in the video is beautiful, but you got to be there. You got to try it at least once.
And I thought I'd seen Bigfoot too.
Him and his Bigfoot.
Okay. So got back from Juneau. We walked around town and we went to a saloon.
Yeah, the Red Dog Saloon.
Red Dog Saloon. And if anybody ever watched Deadliest Catch, God rest his soul, Captain Phil was talking about a duck fart. Well, they do have a duck.
Shot.
It's a shot, yeah.
A drink shot.
And did a couple duck farts there, and they're delicious. Delicious.
Yeah, and if you get a chance to go to the Red Dog Saloon,
Do
put a
it.
little tip in the guy that's singing.
Yeah.
And ask them to play
Lucille. Yeah.
Because all the waitresses or
everybody, let's not give it away, but they get into it.
They really get into it and give you a whole little show.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to put a little tip in his bucket, but ask him to play Lucille.
And that saloon was built in the late 1800s and is still have the same structure of the 1800s.
Yeah.
It's
you got a
really
kick
cool.
out of Wyatt Earp's gun.
Yeah.
Because I guess when he came to town.
You got to check your gun in, and when he checked his gun in,
Juneau,
he forgot to pick up his gun. So
it's now in the Red Dog Saloon in a frame underneath a bear.
Yep. So Juno was great. Went back on the boat. I think we seen comedy that night or something. Whatever it was.
The entertainment on Princess Cruise Lines is amazing.
Yeah.
They always have something for all ages. They had stuff for the kids going on.
Yep.
I mean, there's not a dull moment.
No,
and Good Spirits Bar is always hopping.
Always fun.
Great
Good
bar
spirits.
to go to, yeah.
And here's the difference between Alaska Cruise on Princess and a Caribbean Cruise on Princess. Alaska Cruise, I know, is more diverse as an age, as more as everyone.
Yeah.
It's everyone, plus family.
It wasn't a lot of kids. I mean, there was some kids, but they were well behaved.
Yeah, well behaved.
Very well behaved. I do want to step back just a little bit.
Okay.
Because we were a little shocked to see people getting in the pool.
Yeah.
And we were like, wow, that water's not cold. And we found out the pools are heated for the Alaska trip.
Yes.
At least on the Discovery Princess it was. I don't know about other ships.
Yep.
But it was heated. There was people swimming.
Yep.
I couldn't believe it.
That was awesome. I didn't jump in it.
We were so busy. We were honestly so busy. We had something going in every port.
Every night.
Filming and watching shows. And really, we don't spend a lot of time in the cabin normally. But when you have a penthouse suite and a beautiful balcony and beautiful views outside.
I think we spent a little bit more time
on the balcony, though.
Right,
we spent a lot of time on our balcony. Yeah. When you go to Alaska, I highly recommend getting a balcony at least. If you have an interior cabin, then you at least go up on the decks where you can see the views. But if you have a balcony, you can just sit out there and for hours watch the mountains and the glaciers as you go through that. So
I'm quite pleased we had a balcony.
Yeah, and watch for the eagles. It's amazing to see the eagles.
That was in Juno too.
Yeah.
They're like, well, we got pigeons here. We don't see eagles too much, but man, they're swooping down, getting the fish in the water. That was awesome.
We see a lot of hawks in Michigan.
Yeah, a lot of hawks too. So next day was, Skagway. Very small town. 6x6 square block from the gentleman. He was awesome. He lived 50 years in Skagway. Gave us an awesome
his little story about Skagway was pretty cool. He said there's like a fire truck for every person.
Yeah. So we took the White Pass
Yukon,
train ride.
White Pass Yukon
train ride. So we drove for about an hour and a half into British Columbia, Canada. Yes, if you do take that excursion, you need your passport because you are going to Canada. And Canada is still another country, ladies and gentlemen. So
they do step on the bus.
Customs do step on.
And on the train when you're on the train coming back.
Yep.
And they do check your passport.
Yep.
So you have to have that with you.
Make sure you got your passport.
But it's well worth this trip too. This was another good one.
Oh yeah, that train ride. I tell you what,
watch my video again. I'll post that one right there. The Skagway train ride up there.
That got close to the edge.
Yeah, quite a few times. But you know what? You have the headphones, so you don't hear the squealing of the brake because we started at the top and came down.
Right.
So they were riding their brakes quite a bit, so you did hear that if you didn't have the headphones on. But the views, again,
phenomenal.
So amazing. You start at the top with deep mounds of snow, and as you're coming down, you see less and less
getting a little bit greener.
Yeah.
So then we had a steakhouse again. Because we bought the Premier.
Yeah, we had bought it before we knew we were getting a free night of it. So
yeah, we bought the Premier package, so we didn't have to worry about anything. Everything was rolled in. I like doing that, so I don't have to worry about any hidden costs at the end. So part of the Premier was 2 specialty restaurants. Mm-hmm. So one of them we chose was the steakhouse and an Italian restaurant. Second time we went to an Italian restaurant, you had what to eat?
I don't know what it was, but I'll tell you right now.
It was filet mignon, I think.
And not at the Italian.
No.
Oh, the first night I had the ribeye wasn't that great.
Right.
It wasn't terrible, but I've had better on Carnival.
Yeah.
At their steak, we still love Carnival Steakhouse better. But the second time I had the
filet mignon,
what you always get,
right,
and it was delicious.
Yeah, can't go wrong with the filet. Now I had the sea bass, and phenomenal. Sea bass was great. Definitely a step up. Discovery Steakhouse was better than the Sky Princess. You agree?
I didn't. I guess. I mean,
I think so. That's just my opinion.
No knock on Princess, but I still like Carnival Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Way better. But still good.
Fahrenheit 555 still rules.
I was a little disappointed. I'm going to jump to the Italian since you brought it up.
That's the next night.
What's the name? I know, but what was the name of it? Let's just talk about that.
Sabatini's
Italian. Okay.
They changed their menu.
When we were on
Sky
a year ago, Sky, we went to Sabatini's.
Yes.
Italian restaurant. And it was, oh my gosh, it was better than any Italian restaurant I've ever been to.
I agree.
Then we go to, on Discovery Princess, the Italian restaurant, Sabatini's, and our waitress said they changed up the menu, and she thought it was better. Sorry. Sabatini's, bring back your old menu. Bring back your old menu. I didn't like any of it. I'm sorry.
It was good.
I mean, it was edible, yeah, but in comparison to what we were expecting from the last time we went, I was let down.
It was good.
Now their breakfast, on the other hand,
yeah,
because we were
suite guests.
in suite, we got to go to Sabatini's for breakfast. Only the suite guests got to do that. Their breakfast was delicious. Yeah. I'm a big Eggs Benedict person. I love my Eggs Benedict.
Yep.
They had the best Eggs Benedict. And they do.
You gotta try the waffles and French toast too.
And they do make a very good, oh my gosh.
What?
Call it old age.
What do they make?
What do I always get?
Oh, Bloody Mary?
Bloody Mary, yes.
Yeah.
So.
Did you have any tonight?
No, I didn't.
Always forgetting?
It's been a long day already.
Yeah, so Sabatini's, it was good, but Tanya's right. The old menu.
The staff was amazing.
Yeah.
I you know what? Has nothing. It's my taste. I just preferred the old menu versus their new menu.
Remember when the guy ran out? Should we talk about 360 or no?
Yeah, we can talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
360.
Well, we're not going to tell you about it because it's a surprise. But there's a hidden restaurant, and you have to be asked.
Yeah,
to go
if you're
to
a suite guest, and
I don't think you have to be.
Yeah, you have to be a suite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says right in the thing when I looked it up. So if you want to know more than what we're telling you, because we were sworn not to tell too much about it,
we're not going to talk about it.
But you can Google 360 if you want to ruin the surprise. But if you're a suite guest, you may get stopped and asked, and you might be able to go up and say, "Can I get invited?" But we didn't know anything about it. Someone stopped us and asked us on our way out of breakfast if we wanted to go to 360 for dinner.
It
was completely free, but because we were in the Penthouse Suite, we got invited.
Yeah.
And
it was good. I liked it.
It was good. The experience was amazing.
Yeah. I liked it.
There was just a few other items I don't care for because I don't care for seafood.
Right.
But they were so good about knowing that in the beginning. If you tell them that up front,
and they try to accommodate you,
they will come up with a separate dish during the seafood phase of the experience for you. But this is an entertainment experience. This is a dinner experience. Sight, smell, sound. That's all we're going to tell you.
Yeah, do it.
But it's a whole show. It's a whole production for you.
Do it. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Do it.
Experience it.
Right. So, Skagway was the train. Very small town. It was funny because I think there was a couple ships that was in port that day, and it seemed like the town was overran by cruisers. That was just jam-packed. It's a small little town, so. Yeah. And we had to take a shuttle up because they had a mudslide or rock slide.
I think we kind of passed the Endicott Arms.
Oh, we couldn't go all the way up.
It was not a port to get out of, but the ship goes through this little area where you actually go into and you can see glaciers. Our ship could only go so far, so we didn't get to go all the way in.
Too much ice.
There was a lot of large chunks of ice floating, and we could see it in some of my video. There was large chunks. So our ship did have to turn around, but we did get to see a lot of it, and it was really nice. We just didn't get to go as far in to see a lot of the glacier part, but we got to see glaciers when we did the helicopter.
At this point, the cruise was going fantastic. Loving it. 100% thumbs up. Then we got to Victoria, Canada.
You know, and it could be just the excursion we did, but it was one of the worst excursions. The pub, what was it called? What did you call that? What was it?
It wasn't a pub crawl. It was like craft beer. Experience craft beer.
It was the worst. I would never recommend it.
And I went back.
Don't do it.
I went back.
You waste your money.
And see how much I paid for it. And the price I paid for this, I can't believe the experience I got because it was not even close what it should have been.
The sweet girl that was the bus driver and supposed to be like the tour.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
I'm going to say it. She'd have been great if it was a younger crowd, but you're talking everybody on the bus was 50s and older. And maybe one couple was younger. But it wasn't a lot about the town or getting the experience. And
I'm sorry.
I like what you called the one bar we went into. I was expecting to just be odd going into these bars and just see things and have the experience. I don't drink beer, but they were going to give me some other things. but it was like the first bar was like you called it a yuppie bar.
A yuppie bar.
It was just, it looked like a coffee shop.
Yeah.
I wasn't blown away by this excursion.
The draft beer, the craft beer, some of it was great. Some of it was average. But that's what you expect because they give you flights of different beer to taste. I get it. But, man, I want to see.
But I thought they would like up the conversations, maybe hype it up a little bit.
Talk about
Put some
Victoria.
Popcorn on the table. Maybe
talk about your beer. Not this, and this.
Talk about the brewery. And the one bar had a brewery, or 2 bars had a brewery in it. Talk about that. But we got none of that. We just sat there and basically entertained ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the most entertaining.
Well,
the more he drank.
The more I drank, the more entertaining I got. Didn't I?
But anyway, as far as that goes, she was a sweet girl, but she just wasn't.
And you only had
a very good person to be.
You only had 4 hours in Victoria. That's it. Yeah. So if we go back, I think I might just get off the ship. They had like a duty free right there. I might just check out the duty free, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I might even stay on the ship. I don't know.
One thing I thought was funny about Victoria, Canada, was
it looked beautiful.
That guy that looked like he was pulling a wheelbarrow.
Oh, a rickshaw.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, he had a rickshaw.
He was walking. It wasn't like a horse or a bike that he was riding to pull people behind him. He literally had this wheelbarrow-looking thing, and he's running with shorts on, wheeling these people through the neighborhood. I just thought, I'll try to add that a little bit to the video if I can find it. But
yeah.
But I did not put the Victoria...
Wasn't worth it.
Video out at all. No. I didn't have...
We're not going to put out bad videos.
We're not going to put out... If I know it's a bad video or nothing worth putting out, I'm just not doing it. So I'm sorry to those that were on that trip. Sorry. I didn't get enough footage of that to really put anything out. So that one's getting skipped.
Then we woke up next morning. We're back in Seattle. We elected to stay another day in Seattle to check out Seattle. Never been there.
Well, do you want to talk about getting off the ship, debarkation?
It was smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth. Very smooth.
Yeah, very
Beyond smooth.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was as smooth as we ever had. We literally just poop, 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 right through, right out.
There's my luggage. We had a guy take our luggage. Boom, boom, boom. We called up Lyft. We went to our hotel downtown, which we'll get into that in a minute. Checked in. He let us check in early. We walked, we're about maybe a half mile from Pike's Marketplace. So we checked out Pike's Marketplace. Interesting. Cool. This is just a big market.
But it's been around, and it's, like family-owned little shops in there and different things.
It was cool.
So you'll see from that video. I'll add Pike's Place video up there. And
then we walked to a monorail. And we went to the Space Needle.
Yes.
And
Space Needle.
That was fun. Did that. So we
put
did
that video up there too.
Did a little tour. But here's the thing. It was 90 degrees. And Seattle that day was hot.
Yeah, it was very hot.
So,
and we really only... he had some shorts.
Yeah.
But I really only packed slightly warmer things.
Right.
Because of... I wasn't thinking.
It was Mother's Day too that day. And it was a little crowded. And Tonya was getting hot, so we decided, we spent 3-4 hours downtown, that's good. Yeah. So we decided, and I turned the air on very low before we left, so it'd be nice and cool time we got back.
I found one shop I thought was really cool.
What, the candy shop?
Yeah. The chocolate factory.
How could I guess that?
Man. And I didn't buy anything, but just walking in there and smelling it, your mouth would water. The assortment of it, and I love candy apples, but candy apples and fudge and cookies and,
Oh.
So,
went back to our hotel, went to our room.
What was the name of the hotel?
Homewood
Suites?
Homewood Suites or Home 2 Suites, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was Homewood Suites.
Went there. It was 89 degrees in our room. The air conditioning was broke.
It was hot when we left everything in the room. We turned it down thinking it would go.
Yeah, it was 3-4 hours, let it cool down.
We thought the room would cool down, but we came back and it was even hotter.
So,
and there wasn't windows you could open.
No.
None of the windows in the room you could open. None of them.
So I went down front, the guest services, told him what was going on. He called the guy. And the guy said, I'll be there, whatever, half hour passed.
No one ever came.
I said, Tonya, let's go. So told the guy we're leaving, blah, blah. He understood, got a full refund, and we went back to Doubletree.
Yep, we went back to our Doubletree.
Yeah.
Doubletree is South Center, though.
Yep.
South Center, great place.
Yep.
So if you're going to Seattle and you're gonna catch the port, it's a little bit of a drive with your lift, but it's
close to the hotel.
It's well worth it. A better area, a little safer.
A little safer. Then we went to Carrabba's for dinner.
But hold on, Seattle was great to visit.
Yes.
Let me tell you where we stayed, where the hotel originally was going to be, where we stayed.
Right.
But I wouldn't have felt safe walking there at night. It was just a little different environment.
A little rough.
Yeah, I wouldn't want during the day. Fine, you've seen people walking, but.
Right.
You had a lot of people approaching you, so be prepared for that.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me a little of.
Detroit?
No.
Oh.
The other one we've gone to where they have the people on the streets.
Miami?
No. Sorry, guys, but.
I can't remember.
Louisiana.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's another story we can get into, but that's another time, another place.
This is not about that, but.
Yeah, so we went to Carrabba's for dinner.
It wasn't Carrabba's.
We thought it was.
At first, I thought it was Carrabba's
right.
from a distance, but it was actually Olive Garden, but we still went there.
Yeah.
So.
It's like, why does the buzzer say Olive Garden? It's not Carrabba's.
We didn't really.
We looked up and said,
it's Olive Garden.
We actually went in to the restaurant, got a buzzer, wait for our table, still thinking it's Carrabba's, and we looked up and said Olive Garden.
I don't know why, because I kept in my mind telling them it was Carrabba's, but you know what? It didn't matter. It was good. It was very good.
We had good food. It was packed, but it was Mother's Day. Gotta expect that.
Yeah.
But all in all, was an awesome. Is he? He's awake.
I know, but he's making the noises.
All in all, it was an awesome vacation.
And you know what?
Here's the question.
It was so awesome that we came home and we're already booking next year's Alaska trip.
Yeah, our buddy.
Which brings us to this.
Right. So we met a couple on the Celebrity.
John and
Jill. Became friends with them.
Shout out to you guys.
What's up?
Can't wait to cruise with you.
He is a certified travel agent for Expedia.
Yes.
He has great deals. That's going to happen on June 8th through the 10th. And I'm spreading the word around. Whoever wants to go to Alaska, give John a call. There's phenomenal onboard credit, refund, or less.
Half off deposits.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to think.
Half off deposits from
fully refundable.
The 8th,
right.
9th, and 10th of June this year to book for our trip for August 25th
leaving out of Seattle.
Next year, leaving out of Seattle for an Alaska cruise on the Majestic Princess.
Very good.
So if you are interested in saving some money and getting onboard credit, please, I will include his information again in the description of our video and in the video.
And make sure he says the TJ Fund 71.
Yeah, if you're booking this trip to come with us, make sure, do tell them that TJ Fund 71, you want to do the group cruise with us.
Yeah, because we're going to try to get
so he knows
right.
that that's included in our group cruise price.
Right.
But definitely use him for any other bookings, even if you're not going to Alaska and you want to go on another cruise with us. I'm always going to post our upcoming trips.
Yep.
Feel free to go on any of our trips with us. We'd love to see you guys. Just give us a comment, shout out, something. Let us know.
I just texted Tonya today right before I came home from work. It's 137 days to our next cruise.
Yep. So we do have things going before that. So there will be videos posted.
Yep.
2 weeks. Next exciting thing, we are going to Mackinac
Island. If you don't know what Mackinac Island is,
I'll give you Michigan, but it's
Yep.
I'll give you a little. Look it up, but
I'll give you a little quick history. It's an island in Lake Huron between the upper and lower peninsula of Michigan, right almost underneath the Mackinac Bridge. You cannot use any motorized vehicle on this island except for emergency vehicles only.
They got horse and carriage, bikes, that kind of stuff.
It's awesome. We're going to film it. You're going to see it. The Grand Hotel is very famous. I've been in tons of movies.
You like your fudge and your taffy. That's another place you can go for that.
Yep. So that brings me back to this. We should take another Alaska cruise.
We are.
Oh, yeah. How's that?
We are. Yes. You know what? I love the Caribbean. I love the warmer weather
Yeah.
vacations. I would never turn them down. But if given a choice between Alaska and the Caribbean, I love Alaska.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I love Alaska. I still want to go to the Caribbean too, but I'm saying Alaska though, if I had two choices and I had to pick one, I love Alaska.
I can tell you this. They call it champagne air.
Oh yes. If you
Our
have bad breathing or
sinuses,
asthma or
and I do have asthma, I never felt more clear and easier to
when
breathe
we were in Alaska.
in my life.
When we were in Alaska, yep.
That air is so crisp and clean.
Yep.
You ready to move there in 10 years?
No, not Alaska.
No.
I think we're going to have to wrap this up soon before his throat gets even worse
Yeah.
with his dryness. But did
Okay.
we cover everything?
Yeah, covered the review, except for a couple of snafus. The trip was awesome.
Yeah, and it really
Sorry.
it wasn't even a bad experience because the ship made it so good.
Right.
The second sea day, we did hit some really rocky seas.
Tell you what, I'll let you talk about
Yeah,
that.
we hit some pretty rocky seas. Those waves were getting up pretty high.
It's about
You'll
12
see in my video. I do have a video about that as well.
About
but-
12-foot waves. 12
I mean, if you
14.
didn't stand at the window or at the deck watching it, and you were doing activities, yeah, you felt a little bit of the rockiness. But the ship, they kept everybody calm. The only water was on the outside decks. No water was in the rooms. You know what? The entertainment they had going throughout the whole thing. They came on the speaker and they made announcements to calm people. It was. I wasn't afraid.
It was a newer
I was
ship.
not afraid at all.
It was a newer ship, so they had the outriggers
Yeah.
to help balance
Yeah,
this.
I mean, you did rock a little bit, and
Yeah.
the waves were bad. And it was about 18 hours of
18 hours
rocking
later.
the ship. Great for sleeping. If you want to be rocked like a baby, that's great for sleeping. But you know what? Then it was foggy when it ended, and then
He goes, baby, he looked
he's
right up at you.
watching. Yeah. So, yeah, and Sidekick Charlie's
What's up, buddy?
ready to call it a day, too. So,
Yeah.
but
Okay, so let's end it.
enjoy our videos.
Yep.
Remember to, if you are enjoying our content, hit that subscribe button.
Bam.
We are almost to our 1,000 subscribers.
Thumbs up.
Yes, we are like, 10 away, I think we're, as of
Yep.
right now, about 10 away.
Yep.
And we are doing that prize giveaway still. We will put a video
So
out.
I'm going to give
when
you a
it gets
little
to
hint.
that.
Once we hit 1,000, the hint is
No, don't.
Carnival celebration. That's all I'm saying about the
No,
prize.
it's not a free cruise.
No. It's something done with the Carnival celebration. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
okay.
It is.
But yeah, it's definitely not a free cruise,
No.
guys. We are not going that elaborate. We can't do stuff like that, and we don't want to make promises. But it is a very nice prize.
Very
and
nice.
I believe we do have 3.
Yes.
And we will come up with how these prizes will be given, and we will put a video out once we hit that 1,000 subscribers. 10 away, guys. Tell your friends. Share the channel. Share certain videos if you enjoy them. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like button. And help us grow this channel even more.
I'm saving my voice.
All right. On that note,
We'll see you. Love
take
you all.
care, everyone.
Love ya.
Happy cruising.
Happy cruising.
Bye-bye. Bye.